Crossed the strait, headed west, almost ran out of petrol at Taporera. Rocked out the Bunnings hat. Carried on to Murchison for a lovely pork roast and some time by the pool. Bloody marvellous.
Hello. Welcome. Hi Pie. I hope you've had a bloody marvellous day. So we crossed the Cook Strait on the ferry, quite an eventful sort of situation, something I've never done before with a car, so it was really good to see how it really works. It's so amazing that you're actually driving around on a ship. But we got off there and got out at Picton. We left Nelson and headed for Picton. It was quite a distance to Nelson. We sort of hadn't anticipated how far it was, but we got to Nelson and had a look around, and it was just too big and bustly and too many people for us. So we quickly decided to move on from there and head up to Motueka, where my lovely wife had visited or heard was a very lovely place in her trip around New Zealand in 1976. We got up there, and again, it wasn't quite what we were after. So on the spur of the moment, we sort of decided that we would keep going. This meant, of course, that we didn't fill up with petrol quite as we had anticipated. So we sort of headed further up towards Greymouth, and we sort of realised we're a bit low on petrol, so we searched for a petrol station on the map, and we located this one at Taporera. And as we got to Taporera, we were quite low on gas, and we got to the petrol station and we looked around and it was closed. However, after a little while we realised that it was pay at the pump, and there was a pump machine over on the wall of the garage. So we put our credit cards in there and filled up the car, much to the relief of my wife, who was starting to really work out how the hell we were going to get out of this situation. So technology saved the day. Beside the sign at Taporera, I found a little rock with a snail painted on it that someone had left there. And then behind that was this shed here as part of a museum and historical society sort of thing that was going on there. I couldn't resist rocking the Bunnings hat, breaking it out, and getting my lovely wife to take a photograph of this here with the Kiwi insignia there. Yeehaw! From there we pushed on to Murchison, where we found a little camping ground cabin just out of town, and we booked in there and then went into the Murchison Hotel for a wonderful roast pork dinner. It was bloody marvellous. Great hotel, great vibe. Really loved it in there. And then we came back to our cabin, and this is the swimming pool that was provided by nature at our cabin. Bloody marvellous. And that all took us around about 3,532 steps. No internet connection or work at Wintec, and the weight stays unchecked at this stage, but definitely going up is my feeling. Today's challenge, chosen in the hope that it will generate some lively comments and discussion. And yesterday's challenge Hall of Fame spot goes to no one. Moz excused himself on the grounds that he actually had some of these tamarellos, and Tartan excluded two and then guessed the wrong answer. So that was sort of difficult to award that to anyone in that case there, but I think we all know now, and we're all the better for it, that these are tamarellos, one of my favourite fruits to have stewed with lots of sugar on ice cream. Bloody marvellous. All good. Thanks to everyone who watched, commented, liked and subscribed. Appreciate your support. Look forward to catching you next time you drop by. All good. Cheers. Fuel the jet. This has been a maurieos presentation, recorded live in our studio at Ngaruawahia, capital of the Waikato district, a district towards the top of the North Island of Aotearoa, New Zealand, the land of the long white cloud. We're a little country right at the bottom of the globe, a place where Kiwis live in a paradise we like to call God's own country.